Flosstube, Stitchers, whatever. Oop, I was in a pain. I'm back a little earlier than I thought. I don't know if I'll do weekly, maybe? I'd like to. Sounds like fun. Anyway, so I'm back to show a few things. I have a finish. I kitted up a bunch of things and bought a bunch of things. Now I'm not going to show everything I bought. And then I have a couple of whips that I worked on. So, first we're going to show the finish. It was Wakanda Forever. So can you see the whole thing? Yeah, I think so. So this is Wakanda Forever by Bart, Park Hopper Bart, on his Gumroad. I will link him below. But I got it finished. The fabric is a 28 count even weave that I dyed myself. So I got that finished, so that was fun. I strongly urge you to check Bart out. Then, talk about the things that I bought and kitted. So I bought these three from Barbara Anna. It's a pincushion, not pincushion, Biscornu series. I kitted one of them up, so this is Biscornu 1. I'm going to say it Kokishi, I might be saying that wrong. It's Japanese, and this, like I said, is from Barbara Anna. I really liked it, so each one is Japanese. There's three. Two of them look like they go together. I mean, all three of them go together, but one of them is larger, so I'm not sure why that is. But so this is Kokishi Biscornu, and it's a Japanese, kind of looks like a geisha in a garden, because there's some flowers and stuff, but very, very pretty. So I bought that one. I bought Kokishi 2, Biscornu 2. This one's also Japanese with a, what kind of looks like a cherry flower, kind of. To me it kind of reminded me of like the cherry blossom, but it's not a tree, I mean unless it's a sapling or something. But I thought that was cool, so I kitted this one up. So you got all the DMC called fors. And then I bought Kokishi 3, Biscornu 3. This one's the one that's bigger. So these other two are like 60 something, 68 by 68. This one's like 75 by 75 or something like that. 76 by 76. But I just really liked them, all of them. So I had to buy them all. Again, those are Barbara Anna. I bought them from creativepoppy.com. Then, for all three, I dyed some fabric. Now, these two pieces look very similar. I dyed them all the same, so these two will be for the smaller ones. I think it's a 32 count, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But I thought that these would go very well with the colors on this bluey, tan, white, whatever, marbling. Then this one was a 28 count. Both, let's see, all three pieces were even weave. I think that one was 32, the last two. This one was 28 count. And for some reason, could be the sizing that they had in this one, maybe. But this one took the dye a lot stronger, but I think that'll be okay. So this one's going to be for the larger one, the 76 by 76. And I think that'll be okay because even though it looks the same, it's larger, so I mean it'll be a little bit different, but I think it'll be fine nonetheless. So those fabrics are for these guys, these three. So I'll go ahead and put one of them in the one that I kitted so I know what it goes to. can't tell you how many things I've had or bought and then didn't know what it went to. The next thing I bought was, well, I bought this a long time ago, but it's the Stitching Book Club. I purchased the club, or the membership, whatever it's called. So I'm going to get all the books with the exception of the last one. But that's because the last one is limited to 600. But otherwise I'm going to get all of them. So this, we got released the part 1. So I'm excited for that. I have not kitted this one up. My full intention was to kit this up when I kitted everything else up that I did. And I didn't. Somehow this one slipped by me. So I need to get that kitted up. The next thing that I got from Barbara Anna, I also got the Barbara Anna Sal, what is it, the Hair Girl, Wishing Girl, or whatever it's called. I didn't print it out. But I bought this one. So I bought Spellbound, which was, I think it's called Spellbound, which was similar to this. But this one is Let It Snow. And I thought it was cute with the scissors, because of course, you know, I'm a stitcher. I'm obsessed with scissors and things, so I really liked that. So I bought that and kitted it up. I don't know what fabric I'm going to do for this one just yet. So it's not fully kitted, I just have the called for DMCs. Then I bought a whole bunch of stuff from Good Morning Maui, so they were offering a sale. I'll link them down below. Their sale might still be going on. It was 50% off. So I ended up buying 10 patterns, and altogether two purchases, because my first purchase was 8 patterns, and then somebody in our Friday night virtual stitches was talking about a couple other patterns, and I'm like, damn it, now I gotta go buy a couple more, so I bought a couple more. But I kitted this one up. It is Good Morning Maui's Oz, and so it's got all the Oz, well, not all, but the main characters, you know, Glinda, the Bad Witch, the Tin Man, the Lion, the Scarecrow, Toto, and Dorothy, of course. And then it says, a heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how much you are loved by others. And so I thought that was amazing. I tend to love a lot of people, and then I'm hard on myself. I'm very self-deprecating, as those that are closest to me know. It's part of my personalities. So I took a 16 personalities test. I can talk about that more in another video if you're interested. Let me know down below. Message me, whatever. But basically, in a nutshell, I tend to be impulsive, but I also tend to sabotage things. So if things are going well, I tend to all of a sudden self-deprecate and sabotage it. I mean, that kind of goes probably back to my childhood and whatever, but anyway, I thought this quote was amazing because I do tend to love a bunch of people, and whether I want to admit it or not, most days I tend to have a lot of people love me, especially professionally. I work at a group home, but I've worked with many individuals at our agency, and prior to the pandemic I was quite popular when I'd show up at the agency. Everybody wanted to stop me, say hi, tell me what their weekend was going to be, you know, tell me about their animals, their brothers, sisters, whoever, whatever, you know, tell me about their life. But anyway, so I thought that was quite amazing. I kitted this one up. I don't know what I'm going to stitch it on quite yet. It's charted for white fabric, but I don't know if I want to do white. There's a lot of colors, so I may just do the white, but I don't know. Still undecided. If you have ideas, let me know. And then the last thing I kitted up was also from Good Morning Maui. I didn't print all of the Good Morning Mauis off. I just printed these two. And so this one was Pennywise. It was one of my favorite movies growing up. Scared me. I still won't walk over a storm drain or near a storm drain or any of that kind of stuff. But still one of my favorite movies, and I loved the remake and I loved part 2 that came out most recently. Quite amazing movies. Very terrifying, but so there's that. It's Pennywise and it says, "Want a balloon?" My husband also likes Pennywise, so I think I'll stitch that and it'll go somewhere in our house. Whoa. Then, another thing, the last thing I bought, I think I already showed it. Yeah, I already showed it. Never mind. It's my Owl Forest embroidery. I'm pretty sure I already showed it. If not, I'll show it again. If I already did, I apologize. Skip forward. It's Owl Forest Embroidery's coffee sampler. I thought it was very cool, so I bought it directly from them, and then I got the DMC dyed. They call it DMC dyed, but I don't know exactly what that means. I think they dye it themselves, and they use DMC as a base. But they were gorgeous colors, so I decided I wanted to do it. And I got the ones that is enough for 36 count over 2 threads. So there should be enough for me to do it on 36 count. I don't think I bought the fabric yet, but I will. So there's that. I'm going to show you what I did for my husband for Valentine's. Now he already knew because he wanted it, that I stitched, but I framed it. I did it because I liked it, but then my husband wanted to keep it, and I told you guys last time that I'm restitching it for a sister-in-law who wants it. So I got this one framed, or framed it myself rather, but I finally found the perfect frame actually yesterday. So then I spent yesterday afternoon lacing the stitching and putting it in the frame, so I could give it to him today for Valentine's Day. Hopefully it won't be too much of a glare. But there it is. This is Jardin Privé gnomes, basically. I just love the frame. I think it goes perfectly with it. So there's that. I got the frame at Joann's. I just love how it goes with the gnomes, and it fit like exactly how it should. So it was definitely meant to be. I'm gonna move these guys over here. So now the only couple things left are the other 2 whips. So I of course worked on Wakanda Forever this week. Got it done. The other things, I worked on 2 other things. Actually had a new start, and then worked on my linens and threads 2020 Sal. So this, if you might remember, I said last time was picked for February. So February's numbers were 4 and 20, and both numbers went to this project. So I think 4 was 500 stitches on it, and 20 was 300 stitches, so I stitched a total of 800 with this motif and then this partial motif was 800 stitches, so I did that. Finished that, so that felt good that I got February done. I need to pull out Dark Queen, because at this point I'm pretty much 2 months behind, but oh well, I guess. Then, the last thing I worked on, I was actually working on it today, was my Stronger Together thing that I wanted to stitch for Black History Month. This is from Fat Quarter Shop. I went to buy the quilt kit that they had, and they're sold out, so I put my email on the list, so hopefully they will get that back in stock. We'll see. But in the meantime, I do have the pattern for the quilt, so it's not a big deal, because the kit does not come with the pattern. So I do have the pattern, so I can go pick my own fabrics if I need to. But this is where I got to on the cross stitch. So I started this actually right after I filmed last week. Didn't get very far because I wanted to finish Wakanda Forever. And then after I got Wakanda Forever done, I wanted to work on linens and threads so I could get my goal done for February for Whip Go. So here we have it. I got quite far because I only had probably a couple of these pink squares done. So I'm loving this. It's stitching very quickly. So hopefully, if all goes well, this will be a finish next week. We'll see. Or the next time, anyway, that I film. I don't know if I'm going to film every week or how this is going to work. I'm just enjoying and having fun. And I figured videos are a way to connect to you guys. It makes me feel good to do the videos. Plus then I can look back later and see all the amazing stuff that I did, which is why I started Instagram too. Because before Instagram and Flosstube, I had no accountability for finishing and what I was working on and seeing the progression of things that I'm working on, so that's been really cool. Otherwise, I think that's it. If there's questions that you want to know, or you come across like a question tag or something, send it my way and I can incorporate that in another video to make these a little bit longer. Otherwise, until next time, hopefully next week, I will see you later. Happy stitching. Bye.